Ever notice how some people seem to effortlessly wake up at 5 a.m., crush their to-do lists, and still have energy left over? Meanwhile, you're over here struggling to maintain basic routines, wondering what's wrong with you. You've probably told yourself, I'm just not disciplined enough. Other people have more willpower. Maybe I'm actually lazy. But what if none of that is true? What if you're like someone trying to drive a sports car in first gear, or attempting to garden in winter, wondering why nothing's growing? Let me introduce you to something that changed everything for my clients: your personal energy blueprint. There's an ancient Chinese system that's like having a GPS for your life. It shows you exactly how your internal engine works, when you naturally have more fuel in the tank, and when you're meant to coast. Think of it this way. If life is like driving, most of us are getting directions for someone else's car. No wonder we keep stalling out. Your energy has a pattern, and it's not broken. Let me tell you about Sarah. She came to me exhausted, convinced she was fundamentally flawed. Every productivity system failed her. She'd start strong, then crash after a few weeks. When I looked at her energy blueprint, everything made sense. Her core element was like water, naturally flowing and adaptive. She was trying to live like fire, intense and consistent. Water doesn't burn steadily like fire. It moves in waves, sometimes rushing, sometimes still. Once Sarah started working with her natural rhythm instead of against it, she stopped burning out. Here's what most people don't realize. Your energy comes in 5 different flavors, each with its own operating system. When energy grows steadily toward goals, these people thrive with clear direction and room to expand. Force them into a rigid box, and they wither. Fire energy burns bright with passion and inspiration. They work in intense bursts. Ask them to maintain the same pace year-round, and they'll flame out. Earth energy provides stability and support. They're the steady ones who prefer gradual progress. Push them to move too fast, and they get overwhelmed. Metal energy values precision and quality. They need structure and clear standards. Rush them, and their work suffers. Water energy flows and adapts. They're naturally flexible, but need freedom to change course. Lock them into routines, and they feel trapped. Which one resonates with you? Here's what I wish someone had told me years ago. There are 3 key things that determine whether you'll struggle or flow through life. First, your natural resources. What actually fuels you? Think of this like your personal gas tank. Some people run on recognition and praise. Others need quiet time to recharge. Some thrive on challenges, while others need security and support. When you don't know what actually fuels your engine, you keep running on empty, wondering why you're always tired. Second, your wealth pattern. How money flows to you. This isn't about how much money you'll make. It's about how opportunities naturally come to you. Some people are meant to build slowly and steadily. Others catch big waves of opportunity every few years. Some create wealth through relationships, others through innovation. When you work with your natural wealth pattern, instead of copying someone else's strategy, money stops feeling so hard. Third, your life seasons. When to push, when to rest. Here's the big one. Your energy moves in roughly 10-year cycles, like seasons. Some decades are spring perfect for planting new seeds and taking risks. Others are winter, time for rest, reflection, and preparation. Ever notice how some years everything clicks, while others feel like you're swimming upstream? You're not imagining it. You might be trying to launch a business in your personal winter, or forcing yourself to rest during your natural spring. What if you're not behind? Here's what blew my mind. Michael, another client, spent 3 years beating himself up for lack of progress. Turns out he was in a natural preparation phase, like a tree putting down deeper roots before its growth spurt. The moment he stopped fighting his natural timing and started preparing for his next active cycle, everything shifted. 2 years later, he launched a business that succeeded beyond his wildest dreams. What if you're not behind schedule? What if you're exactly where you need to be, just working with the wrong timeline? We live in a culture obsessed with constant growth, daily habits, and relentless productivity. But that's like expecting every plant to bloom year-round in the same conditions. If you've been carrying guilt about not being consistent enough or motivated enough, let this be your permission slip to stop. Your energy isn't broken. It just operates differently than the one-size-fits-all advice you've been following. Maybe you're meant to work in sprints, not marathons. Maybe you need variety, not routine. Maybe this is your season to gather resources, not spend them. Understanding your energy blueprint is like finally getting the owner's manual for yourself. Instead of guessing why certain things work or don't work, you get a clear map of your natural strengths, optimal timing, and what actually fuels your success. If you're tired of feeling like you're swimming upstream while everyone else seems to glide effortlessly forward, you're in the right place. I break down these patterns in simple, practical terms, no mystical jargon. It's just real insights you can use to make better decisions about your career, relationships, and money. Hit that subscribe button if you want more videos that help you work with your natural energy instead of against it. Because once you understand how you're actually wired, everything else starts to make sense.